Hey guys, how's it going? How's your beautiful day going on this beautiful day? It is time for my week 14 NFL predictions. Last week I was 11-5, which makes me 130-64 on the season so far. On Thursday Night Football this week, we have the Lions and the Cowboys. This one's actually really tough because both teams have been playing the opposite of what you think they would be playing. The Cowboys are playing some really good football. The Lions are playing some bad football, but I think that levels them out to make this about as even of a game as it gets. The Cowboys have played a lot worse at away games so far this season. They're 2-4, which is just not very good. At home is when they play a lot better and have a lot better of offensive success. I'm going to go with the Lions to win 27-26 just because they're at home and the Cowboys don't play well at away games. But that is literally the only reason other than that. All right, going to Sunday, we have the Seahawks and the Falcons. The Seahawks are going to win this game. The Falcons just don't look like a serviceable team whatsoever, especially without Michael Penix, and we don't know if Drake London is playing. So this team just doesn't look very good. And obviously, the Seahawks are one of the best teams in the league. So Seahawks win this game 37-20. Next, we have the Bengals and the Bills. This one's going to be a really good game. The Bills need this one. Well, so do the Bengals. The Bengals need to win out to have a chance to maybe win this division and make the playoffs. I'm going to pick Buffalo because I think that they generally need it more. I think that the Bengals need everything to go right for them to make the playoffs. So I just don't really think that they're going to pull this game out in the end at the end of the day. And the Bills are at home. I'm going Bills 27-24 final score. Next, we have the Titans and the Browns. Browns win 14-10. Next, we have the Commanders and the Vikings. I think that the Commanders are going to win this game. I think their team is relatively good when they're healthy. If they have Jaden Daniels, I think it's an easy win for them this week, but I don't really know. I don't think that he's going to play. I think it's going to be Marcus Mariota, but even if it is Marcus Mariota, this offense has shown that it's able to move the football, that it's able to function at least somewhat, and their running backs have been playing better as of recently. Marcus Mariota is a veteran, and he can make veteran plays when he needs to. This offense isn't that bad. This defense isn't amazing, but it's also not that bad either. I think it has its upside and its downside. I think that they'll go in and snap their losing streak against the Vikings 30-20. Next, we have the Jets and the Dolphins. The Dolphins are just barely a better team than the Jets. The Jets kind of suck, so they both suck, but the Dolphins, like I said last week, are the best terrible team in the league, so they can beat some bad teams. They're going to beat the Jets this week, 20-17. Next, we have the Saints and the Buccaneers. The Bucs are going to win this game. The Saints are just one of the worst teams in the league, and it is a divisional game, so there's a chance. Tyler Shuck hasn't been playing the worst football in the world, but the Bucs are just a better football team, and I think that they are going to win this division, and this is one of the games that they probably have to win this division, so 26-21. Next, we have the Colts and the Jaguars, the battle of the top two teams in this division. It kind of depends on what we get from the quarterbacks, you know. I really believe that this game is going to be determined by Daniel Jones and Trevor Lawrence, neither of which do I trust in, which makes this much harder. I think I trust the Jags defense a little bit more. The Colts are going to be without Sauce Gardner for this week. The Jags have just been able to grind out wins. I think that their main problem with this week is going to be able to run. Are they going to be able to run on the Colts? Are the Colts going to be able to run on the Jaguars? Are these teams going to be able to run? Because obviously their quarterbacks are not the holy grail of quarterbacks, so we will have to see. But again, I think I trust the Jaguars. They're a little bit more healthy on their defensive side of the ball. I trust their defense a little bit more than I trust the Colts right now. I'm going to go Jags to win this game 25-23, barn burner game down to the end. Next, we have the Steelers and the Ravens, another top of the division matchup right here for these two teams. I think that the Steelers are pretty bad. I think the Ravens can get this win. The Steelers just don't have any infrastructure defensively or offensively. Even when Aaron Rodgers is in the game, it just doesn't look very good right now. The play calling just isn't very good. The Ravens aren't very good either, but I think they're slightly better than the Steelers. I think I trust their offense a little bit more. Do I really trust Lamar Jackson to play this bad, as bad as he has been the past few weeks again? Especially against the Steelers defense, who has not been reliable throughout the season so far. I think I'm going to pick the Ravens 27-21 final score. I could see the Steelers winning in this game, especially because the Steelers have had the Ravens number over the past few years. But I think Lamar got that monkey off his back last year, so I'm going to pick Lamar to win this game. Next, we have the Raiders and the Broncos. The Broncos should win this game. The Raiders are one of the most horrible teams in the league. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the week that they decided to finally win a football game, which would piss me the hell off. In Vegas, it's going to be tough for Denver, but I think that they will be able to do it. I think that they should blow this team out, but obviously that's not how they do things. So it'll be a close game down to the wire. Hopefully they can pull it out in the end. 21-27, Broncos win. Next, we have the Bears and the Packers, another top of the division matchup. We have a lot of those this week, which is actually pretty cool. The Bears and the Packers will be going at it. I think that the Packers win this game. I have no shade against the Bears for what they've been doing. It's been absolutely amazing. They're able to run the ball at a great rate. They're able to run this offense very well. I think Caleb Williams has a little bit of an accuracy problem, and I think that that might pose an issue. He might throw some interceptions in this game, or one or two, and that might just be enough. This Packers offense, we're in Toyotathon now, by the way. This Packers offense is going to be firing on all cylinders with Jordan Love right now. I think that their offense is going to be pretty good in this game. They're at home. I think they're going to beat the Bears 31-25. Next, we have the Rams and the Cardinals. The Cardinals just aren't good, and the Rams are coming off of a loss. I think this is blowout potential. I don't see the Rams losing 2 games in a row, although it could definitely happen. Once again, it is a divisional game. The amount of divisional games we have this week is bonkers, but I will choose the Rams to win this game 30-27. I don't know why I picked that score. That's really close. You know, I just think of these scores off the top of the dome. You know, in the action of me calling the game, I'm like, is it going to be a close game or not? And then find a score. You know, I don't know why I said this was going to be a close game. Next on Sunday Night Football, we have the Texans and the Chiefs. The Texans are one of the hottest teams in football right now. I think they're on a 4-game win streak. They haven't lost since they lost to the Broncos. The Chiefs have been looking underwhelming. And this is just a game where you go into with how good the Texans defense is. Doesn't matter how good Patrick Mahomes is going to be able to win this game. I really find it hard to believe that the Chiefs are going to be able to win this game because their defense isn't very good. If the Texans offense can be somewhat okay, their defense is so good that the Chiefs are going to have so much trouble scoring the football in this game. I really believe that. And I think that the Texans can win it. Do I think that they will? You know, this would be the one week where the past few weeks I've been saying, it's the Chiefs, they're going to win, and then they haven't won. This would be the week where I would pick the Texans and the Chiefs would win. Texans just look like the better team right now. They look like the better team. It's in Kansas City on prime time, though. I'm going Kansas City. 27-24 final score. It's in prime time in Kansas City. I hope I'm wrong. I so hope I'm wrong because the Chiefs are essentially eliminated from the playoffs if the Texans win this game, because that's another tiebreaker to go over the Chiefs. Like, they are basically out of the playoffs for the rest of the season, and their record would be 6-7. That would be pretty sick. I'm gonna go Chiefs 27-24. On Monday Night Football, we got the Eagles and the Chargers. The Chargers offensive line, I don't think will able to block the defensive line of the Eagles. They might have 12 sacks in this game. The Eagles defensively are going to be able to stop the Chargers from doing a lot of things offensively. I think this is going to be a very tough game for the Chargers offensively. It just matters if the Eagles can get any offense going whatsoever, and I think they can get it going enough. They've lost 2 games in a row now. I don't see them losing 3 games in a row, especially to a Chargers team that I just don't think is amazing without their offensive line healthy. So I'm going to go the Eagles win this game 24-21. That'll be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.